Hello, everyone. This is Chala Dinkoy, CEO and founder of The Repositioning Expert, coming to you live with another Tuesday Tea Time with Chala. I am back. I was frozen in Orlando, in Florida. They had some sort of record freezing time. There was snow. And then, of course, I came back home to freeze some more in Toronto. And I understand that it's now warm in Florida. So it was quite the week. But from a business standpoint, it was unbelievable. And I'm coming to you with another opinionated opinion on what my stance is on passive marketing, because I met a lot of very smart CEOs, founders, business women, business owners who were a little bit too focused on the passive marketing. And one, well, we'll go into the reasons, but most of the time it's because they didn't really know about any other way. And the other is because they really don't know how to do it, or they're really not into the visibility of it. But we're going to get into all of that. So let me first take a sip so that I don't have to keep holding it. And the car situation is I'm driving a rental, but luckily they gave me something called a G-Wagon, like a Mercedes, which is really nice. So it's huge and it's black and it's nice. So it's going to keep me going until my baby's ready. So it's going to be soon. So in the B2B world of selling to corporate buyers, I want you to know that I see you. If you're hiding, I see you. And it often people start talking to me about their marketing and how worried they are about their social media. And really, when I was a corporate buyer for 100 years, felt like 100 years, even though it wasn't, social media wasn't as developed and sophisticated as it is now, it still, wasn't as relevant as some of the other ways that we were meeting the top choice vendors that we ended up working with. And I'm talking about the ones that didn't get in through the global corporate contracts and the agreements that were binding and that couldn't be violated. I'm talking about the smaller guys that could get in, solve our problem, and that we can cross hire and they could upsell and cross sell everything else once they got in. So when I think about, the new prospects and clients that I'm meeting that are trying to sell to corporations, here's what they're doing that's passive. Passive marketing is advertising. It is content marketing. So content marketing is any kind of blogging, writing articles. It could be writing a book and SEO. So like actually paid search and social media. So that's all passive. So passive is where I qualify it as something where you're not actually meeting humans. It's just going out and it's going out on its own without you delivering it and looking, eye to eye to humans. So that's the passive kind, at least in the B2B world. I know that when you're, doing social media, I used to do lives when I was selling to non-corporations that I could be on Facebook lives and be looking, at people and be in real time talking to them. I would do like live streams like this. So these are still very passive. I mean, people could be looking at my eyes, but I'm not really in front of them, or even on Zoom, I'm not really interacting with them. So that's what I mean when I mean active marketing. So the reason why companies, the ones that I've met at least, are worried so much about passive marketing is they're so worried about getting it right. They're so worried about, what are we going to blog about? What kind of content? Is it going to be evergreen? Is it going to be topical? And most of the time they don't get it right and they outsource it. And now with AI, everybody's like giving it just to AI, or they're giving it to someone who's outsourcing it and using AI. And, God bless them. I use AI too, but I use it for actual, framework, structure, information. I still put this together myself. Like I used a lot of the information that I found, but at the end of the day, it's my idea, my actual stories of actually relevant human stories that makes it interesting and valuable, in my opinion. So that's why I think passive marketing is easy, but people are so focused on it. And when I say people, I'm talking about business owners and entrepreneurs and founders of companies that are even in the millions. Now, what is active marketing? The kind of active marketing that I do to reach corporate buyers are like not just calling, and not just, definitely not cold calling, but calling is part of it. Emailing is definitely part of it. You're trying to reach someone. Direct mail, we use door openers, like we send, tactical gifts, tactile gifts that are like iconic white glue bottle. We've sent, lucite boxes with the product unboxing in it. We've sent Cutco knives to ask for you to the buyer to carve out some time for us. We've sent and sent and sent. So that kind of direct mail. We've sent books. So that kind. The paid for ads search. So that's also active. Events. So any kind of organization, association, meetings, events, trade shows, training, AGM, anything at all that you can think of is active, because guess what? You're in front of humans, you're a human, you're actively engaging with them. Cross referral programs. That's one of the ones that I use with my clients, where you give me a referral and I give you either a flat fee or on a sliding scale or a percentage, and you do the same. If you're, ethically allowed to do that by your governing body of your industry. Executive roundtables. I've been going crazy on executive roundtables. Believe it or not, I'm hoping to have another one in Tampa in the next month, because I'll be going down there. And it just continues to grow and grow and grow my business, which is very, very effective way to grow your business. And guess what? It's active. We are gathering a roundtable of same target, high level target. Prospects are talking about their pain points, and some have traveled 4 hours. Last week they traveled 4 hours to get to that, because their pain around that topic was big enough to travel for 4 hours one way. Hopefully their way back was a lot shorter. Other active marketing strategies that we use are power breakfast, which is, you training a lesser, like 35 people. And it's again about to one vertical and one topic of pain, and you're giving them value. So it's value, value, value. Web pop-ups, like when you have either robots or fill in like assessments, or in my case, I have a pop-up that says, book with me if you're looking for more information. So for example, those convert 2 to 5%. Some other conversions are direct mail is 3.75%. Emailing is 2.55%. So these are all in the 2s and 3s. SEO converts 2.5%. Content converts anywhere between 1 to 4%. But I could not find one overarching statistic for B2B versus of success and close rate between passive and active. All I can speak to is my own experience for my business and my clients' businesses. And all I know is companies, including mine, I have paid for social media, I've paid for SEO, I've paid for all of these massive passive marketing initiatives, and they are not ones to land me those huge clients. The ones that land me the huge clients are the high touch point, where my demonstrated knowledge and expertise and authority is displayed. And that can only happen in a face-to-face or on a Zoom, but still featuring me kind of effort and active marketing. The other thing is, I think with the world going completely now out of the home and into the offices and into event venues, I think you're going to see a huge uptick in in-person business. So that's, to me, in-person is active. So why not leverage that and use that to your advantage, that a lot less people are going to be, now with, the latest laws and rules, especially in the US, there's going to be, especially certain industries have always historically worked from home, like the tech industry, but even they're going to be pushed to move partially back into the office. So why not take advantage of that and convert all your passive marketing? And I'm not suggesting that you remove all your passive marketing, but at least part of, and a great majority of your dollars and your time to the active. Now, the whole idea is, of course, that you need to have both. What I liken a marketing plan, a good marketing plan, is a car with 4 tires that have equal amounts of pressure in all 4 tires. So if you're only doing active marketing versus if you're only doing passive marketing, if you're only doing active marketing, I think you can fill your practice and your business and your prospect funnels through just doing active. But you're going to do such heavy lifting because you can't get back to all those people that you met and will never speak to again for another couple of months or years. That's why you need the passive marketing, where your newsletters are going out, which is kind of your email, but your content is hitting them. You're already linked in with them. They're seeing your feeds. You're doing lives like this where they actually get to see you and experience you again as if you were there. So it's a perfect combination of the two is what I'm recommending. But I'm still heavily leaning towards getting those, the active marketing, so that you're in front of people that you can actually sell to. And remember, the kind of marketing that you're doing is actually responsible for the kind of clients that you have, prospects that you have, and business that you have. So really take a good hard look at what kind of marketing are you investing in? Where are you investing your time to grow the business? And for those of you, I've done so many lives about just using word of mouth. God bless you. I'm so happy for you if that fills your business. But if it bottlenecks somewhere, or if you don't get as many because it's not active, that's another passive kind of marketing. And that's not even marketing. Is like word of mouth is not marketing, actually, which is why a marketing strategist like me is not a big, huge fan of it. It's amazing if you have it, but I'm worried about you if you don't have any other way of getting clients, because once that slows down or stops, you have to fall back onto, what am I going to do now? And that's at least 90 days out from your next client, depending on the size and the length of time that it takes to close that client. So I hope I have talked you out of hiding behind your passive marketing. I want you to know that there's means and ways around how to do active marketing. It's not as scary as it looks. Not a lot of people are doing it well. And the best way to do it is to, of course, become an authority and a thought leader in a very specific industry, in a very, very specific pain point that you end up owning through your passive marketing, which is your content, all the stuff that you're putting out there, every information, trend book, white paper, blog, article, video, whatever it is that you're doing as passive content is going to serve you when you're doing the active marketing and then selling. I can't tell you how many times I have pinpointed or have sent people my content once they were at the crux of that decision making, while they were trying to figure out if they wanted to work with me or not. Even during the sales process, I feed them my passive marketing content. So there's a reason for both. I just don't want you to keep hiding behind the passive marketing, passing it off to third parties or AI, and thinking that, feeling good about doing enough marketing to fill your funnels and pipelines. Because I just don't think when you're trying to reach busy and jaded corporate executives that it's going to work by itself. I hope that was good. We shall see you next week. All the best. Stay warm.